The summer growing season is coming to a close, and soon farmers will be harvesting their crops. Hagen Zinneker has more on what transpired during the growing season and what producers should prepare for harvesting season.
2025 growing season experienced much more rain than we have in some of the past years, so we didn't have to deal with drought issues like we have for the last few years, so we've been very fortunate there.
Summer is almost over, and that means corn is at or about to reach maturity, with soybeans following soon. With the 2025 growing season showing some promise, some farmers are already harvesting what they have in storage and preparing bins for this year's harvest.
Now's the time where a lot of farmers are moving grain from last year's harvest out of bins, and so we see a lot of corn particularly being moved out of bins, and because they are know that they're going to have a bountiful corn harvest this year. So preparing those bins, getting old crop moved out and cleaning the bin, treating it with any insecticides if that needs to be done.
Despite harvest season being mainly between September and November, there is still an opportunity for things to go bad weather-wise.
So, the things that can make harvest difficult is if we get a storm that would, strong winds that would blow stalks over, making it difficult to get them in the combine. That can cause some problems.
As where it stands right now, the Climate Predictions Center of the National Weather Service has the next 3 months showing a possibility for above average temperatures, while being at or slightly below average for rainfall. With these expected conditions, farmers and planters should have no trouble keeping the moisture content of their harvest at optimal levels.
Normally we'll harvest corn when it gets to about 15 to 15.5% moisture in order for it to be stored without having to artificially dry it. And soybeans, we harvest them between 13 and 15% moisture, again, to be able to harvest that and store it without having to artificially dry it in the bins.
Reporting from Kirksville, I'm Hagen Zinneker.
And Hagen has put together a handful of maps looking ahead to harvest season. You can check those out right now at KTVO.com.